what's up, guys? I'm back for more I Am Machine. It is getting spicy up in here. Zane has just kidnapped Aphmau. It is getting spicy, and we need to find out how this is going to end. I heard the sound of gravel being crunched. I looked up to see Zane make himself visible to me. Began screaming in Tyler's gulf for Gareth, but no one came. Shh, my bride. Do not fret. You'll see Gareth again, but he won't. Oh, how should I put this? Alive. I felt a cold hand touch my face. It was Zane's. I began to cry. I felt someone's lips being placed on my cheek, then moving down to my neck. I began to cringe. It was supposed to be Gareth. Until you awake, my sweet. Zane winked. I heard Zane snap his fingers. I felt my legs become lifted off the ground, only to be slammed to the ground, causing my head to become flustered. The darkness overcame the light. Now, this is Taylor's point of view. She's the girl who just kidnapped this guy. I watched Aphmau's eyes roll back into her head. I crackled a laugh and grabbed her and began dragging her across the ground. She was useless and deserved to die. Now, this is Gareth's point of view. I rushed out of the barn, or what was left of it. The front was in ruins. Another explosion exploded. I fell to my knees. I could see a person or people walking towards me through the sand and snow blew viciously at my face. The guy in front had a cape and what looked to be a sword. They all had face masks, so I could make out who they appeared to be, plus the storm didn't help. I heard footsteps behind me. I turned to see Lawrence and Dante? Wait, why was Dante wearing a dress? Oh, my Irene was Lawrence. Was he Lawrence's date? I thought, shaking the thought of my head. I was on my feet again, with Dante and Lawrence at my sides. The dust began to clear. I saw something again rolling on the ground towards me. My greatest fears all became reality. Let's continue on to Chapter 8. I watched as a limp body rolled into view. It was Lady Aphmau. My big body began to stiffen. Hold on, guys. My phone's just going off. Okay, here we are. I slowly fell to my knees, head hung in shame. Shame that I couldn't protect the love of my life. I watched as two people rushed past me. I felt the cold wind hitting me like a ton of bricks. I watched as a figure ran over to me. He or she pushed me over. They had one foot on me, making me look at them in the eyes. They almost had white eyes with a few hints of really light blue. Long, really light mint green hair flowing out the back of her hood. I could tell she was a girl. Oh, Gareth, it's a shame you didn't get to kiss your precious lord. She kisses well. Zane snickers as she walked over to me, removing his mask. Ignoring Zane, I tried to think of something else. I felt something boiling inside of me. Clenching my fists, I thought of Aphmau and Zane kissing. Something suddenly snapped inside of me. I grabbed the girl's foot, lifted her up, and spun her around in a full circle that threw her at a pile of rubbish. And this is Tyler's point of view. I felt my foot being grabbed before I could stop him. I was being spun in a circle. I felt my body go flying in the air. Funny, Gareth. You think you can get rid of me that easily, I thought to myself. I then did a flip, landing on top of the pile, my hands smashing down the rubble to make them burst from my grasp. Now this is Gareth's point of view again. I was now facing Zane. I threw a hard punch at his nose. Before he could react, I hit him. The impact made a crunching noise. It was cringe-worthy, pretty much. Snapping out of it, I lifted my foot, then pushed Zane smack down to the ground. Gareth, behind, was all I heard before my body fell, planting to the ground. I slowly watched the world blank out. This is Taylor's point of view. Stupid Gareth! Did you really think you weren't done with me yet? I thought to myself. I grabbed some rubble from the pile. I watched as Zane got punched in the nose. I swear his nose broke. Trying not to laugh, I threw the rubble at the back of his neck. I heard a small groan escape his lips, then fell smacking to the ground. Proud of myself, I began to get cocky. I started over to Zane. Now this is Zane's point of view. I looked over at Taylor. I rolled my eyes and slashed my case in her face, making her screw off. I walked over my brother's body. I bent over and grabbed him by the neck, lifting his head up. You'll suffer, you piece of shh, I snarled. Zane, Taylor roared. Growling, I slammed Gareth to the ground. I looked around, smirking. I watched as the ground rolled up, every villager in Phoenix drop. Two younger villagers caught my attention. I knew those faces all too well. Aphmau's son, Levin and Malchi. I laughed evilly. I walked over to Levin and Malchi and bent down. I put my finger over Levin's chin, making him look up at me. He looked as if I was a younger Gareth. Taylor, take the boy, I said, and stood up. Chapter 9. Now, this one she just added, so even I haven't read this one yet. The other ones I've read, but this one I haven't even read yet. So, I'm going to save this for next episode because it's really getting spicy, and plus I sort of want to zoom over this real quick, just before I do any videos on it. So we may have to wait till tomorrow to get this video. We may do it later today. I don't know, but that's all for this video. Chapter 9 is coming soon.